evolution of electric vehicles from early concepts to modern innovations. From early electric propulsion experiments in the 19th century to their current status as competitive alternatives to gasoline-powered cars, the history of electric vehicles spans almost 2 centuries. In this video, we will emphasize the evolution of electric vehicles from early concepts to modern innovations. Early beginnings. The inception of electric vehicles dates back to the early 1800s, a time characterized by swift industrial development and scientific discoveries. Engineer Ányos Jedlik of Hungary built a scale model of a vehicle in 1828 that was propelled by a crude electric motor of his own invention. Despite not being a fully functional vehicle, this early prototype showed the potential of electric propulsion in transportation. During the same period, Scottish inventor Robert Anderson created the first rudimentary electric carriage using primary cells that could not be recharged. Even though battery technology was still in its infancy and thus limited the usefulness of these early inventions, they set the stage for the later development of electric vehicles. By the 1860s and 1870s, battery technology had advanced, especially with the development of the lead-acid battery by French engineer Gaston Planté, which offered an increasingly practical power source for electric cars. These early explorers realized that electric vehicles were especially well-suited for urban settings due to their quiet operation and lack of harmful emissions. The electric vehicle's eventual rise in popularity and the ongoing innovation that would shape its future were made possible by their efforts. Rise in popularity. There was a notable upsurge in the acceptance of electric vehicles in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, especially in large American and European cities. Roughly 1/3 of all automobiles on the road in major cities like Chicago and New York by 1900 were electric. During this period, the allure of electric vehicles was primarily ascribed to their noiseless operation, user-friendliness, and suitability for urban settings due to the lack of unpleasant smells and noises associated with gasoline-powered vehicles. Affluent consumers' needs were met by pioneering manufacturers like Baker Motor Vehicle Company and Columbia Automobile Company, who started producing electric models. When electric taxis, most famously the Electrobat, started to operate in cities, they offered residents of those areas a useful and effective mode of transportation. Customers were drawn to the clean and convenient electric propulsion for short-distance travel during this time, especially in congested city streets where gasoline-powered vehicles were less practical and more difficult to operate. This was the golden age of electric vehicle adoption. During this period, electric vehicle popularity increased, showcasing the possibilities of electric mobility and laying the foundation for further developments. Challenges and decline. Electric vehicles encountered significant obstacles that ultimately caused their decline in the middle of the 20th century, despite their early success and widespread adoption. The Ford Model T, which debuted in 1908 and made gasoline-powered vehicles more widely available and affordable for the general public, completely changed the automotive industry. The assembly line and other mass production methods used by Ford significantly lowered the price of internal combustion engine vehicles, increasing their appeal to a wider range of consumers. Furthermore, the discovery of substantial oil reserves around the globe, most notably in the Middle East and the United States, led to a consistent flow of reasonably priced fuel, which further supported the dominance of gasoline-powered automobiles. Conversely, electric cars faced several major challenges, such as a limited driving range brought on by outdated battery technology and a dearth of infrastructure for charging. Compared to their gasoline-powered counterparts, early electric vehicles were less suitable for long-distance travel due to their restricted range, which was frequently less than 100 miles on a single charge. By the 1930s, consumers were overwhelmingly drawn to internal combustion engines, and as a result, petrol vehicles had nearly disappeared from the mainstream automotive market due to a combination of factors including their affordability and convenience, fuel abundance, and limited power. Resurgence in the late 20th century. An important comeback for electric vehicles occurred in the late 20th century, fueled by a number of factors such as rising oil prices and increased environmental consciousness. The 1970s oil crisis, especially the ones in 1973 and 1979, forced consumers and governments to reevaluate their dependency on fossil fuels and look into alternative energy sources for transportation. Around this time, automakers started looking again at electric vehicle technology, realizing that EVs could help with the problems caused by oil dependence. Comparing earlier lead-acid batteries to newer nickel-metal hydride batteries, significant advancements in battery technology allowed for better energy storage and performance. A number of environmentally conscious electric vehicles were introduced in the 1990s, such as the Toyota RAV4 EV and the General Motors EV1. These cars, which offered better range, performance, and utility, showed off the advancements in electric vehicle technology. However, these early 1990s EVs faced obstacles like high production costs, a short driving range, and a lack of charging infrastructure, which prevented widespread adoption despite their inventive designs and capabilities. Revolutionary impact. Electric vehicle technology entered a transformative phase in the 21st century, marked by groundbreaking inventions and the rise of innovative businesses like Tesla Motors. When Tesla was founded in 2003, its mission was to demonstrate that electric cars could be high-performing, attractive, and technologically sophisticated in addition to being environmentally friendly. The 2008 release of the Tesla Roadster, which had a 200-mile range on a single charge and was the first highway-legal electric car to use lithium-ion battery cells, was a historic moment. Preconceptions about electric cars being slower, less useful, and less desirable than gasoline-powered cars were dispelled by this performance. Established automakers accelerated their own EV development programs in response to established automakers' enthusiasm in electric mobility sparked by Tesla's success in creating a high-performance EV. Subsequent models, including the Model S, Model X, and Model 3, demonstrated Tesla's dedication to innovation and raised the bar for technology, performance, and safety in the automotive sector. Accelerated adoption. The increasing uptake of electric vehicles in the 21st century can be ascribed to a combination of variables, such as alterations in consumer sentiment, government regulations, and technological breakthroughs. Several governments around the world introduced a variety of incentives and policies to promote the adoption of electric vehicles as concerns about air pollution and climate change gained prominence on the international scene. The aforementioned incentives, which were designed to lower the financial barriers to electric vehicle ownership and increase accessibility, comprise tax credits, rebates, and grants for both manufacturers and consumers. Furthermore, significant improvements in energy density brought about by companies and research institutions' research and development efforts propelled battery technology advancements resulted in longer driving ranges and shorter charging times. The widespread availability of fast charging stations and home charging options has helped reduce range anxiety among prospective electric vehicle purchasers. As a result, sales of electric cars started to rise sharply each year, gaining a bigger portion of the automotive market. Growing awareness of how traditional vehicles affect the environment and a desire for environmentally friendly and sustainable transportation options that support personal values have led to this shift. Promising future. With continued technological advancements, a global commitment to sustainability, and room for more innovation, the future of electric vehicles looks incredibly promising. The usability, effectiveness, and functionality of electric vehicles are being improved through the integration of smart technologies and artificial intelligence. As advanced driver assistance systems, autonomous driving, and seamless connectivity with smart devices become more commonplace, EVs are becoming more and more attractive to tech-savvy consumers who value innovation, safety, and convenience. Furthermore, studies on solid-state batteries and other next-generation battery technologies could address some of the remaining issues with lithium-ion batteries by advancing energy density, safety, and charging speed. The convenience and accessibility of electric vehicles will greatly improve as the infrastructure for them grows, with more charging stations and advancements in grid integration. This will make EVs a viable option for a larger range of consumers. Electric vehicles are also well-positioned to play a significant role in lowering greenhouse gas emissions and advancing sustainable transportation options as industries and governments strive towards aggressive carbon neutrality and sustainability targets. Electric vehicles will not only revolutionize transport, but also make a substantial global contribution to efforts to reduce carbon emissions and promote cleaner, greener mobility as innovation in the industry continues to advance. Thanks for watching our video, and don't forget to subscribe.